Hey guys, Sean Ryan here from the Freelance Jump website and YouTube channel. I'm here today to show you how to get started with your own website using Godaddy hosting. Godaddy provides quick and simple yet affordable packages that can help you get your own website up in a matter of minutes. To expedite the website creation process, we're going to get started building a website in Wordpress. WordPress is an extremely popular open source website platform based on the fundamentals of a content management system, CMS for short. To give you my background, I've been in the freelance field for the last 4 years, mostly focusing on website design, graphic design, and online marketing. I've worked everything from the local government sector, including the city of Corona, to multiple concert venues and bars, to small to medium-sized corporate businesses. For the last 6 months, I've moved to focusing on band management and band booking, and more recently, organizing a concert festival in my local area. So I could say I've been around the block, everything from working for myself, working with small teams, and even hired for jobs for companies handling marketing, design, and advertising, and more. So that's a quick summary of me. I'm going to be working on several videos besides this one within the next few weeks, covering everything from getting started to how to invoice your clients, how to organize your business, and how to close a client. Be sure to write in the comments below on what you'd like me to cover, things I need to improve on, and more. Okay guys, getting started with your website based on WordPress within Godaddy. First things first, head to Godaddy.com. Why I use Godaddy, you may ask? I've personally used many hosting providers for years, including Bluehost, DreamHost, iWebs, and more. But Godaddy is more than just simple. They include, in my opinion, the best customer service, and I've honestly never had issues with speed, flexibility, ease of use using their service. So use what you want, but in this video we're going to focus on Godaddy for now. One of the great things about using Godaddy is that it's cheap and affordable. And when I say cheap, it's not, the service itself isn't cheap. They offer lots of options, and like I said before, the customer service is phenomenal. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started with the $1 a month hosting plan that they offer right now. It's kind of a promotional thing, and if you're watching this video, the deal should be going on. I doubt they're going to bump it up anytime soon. So from the actual Godaddy website, go up to websites and go up to where it says hosting, and from there go down. You're going to click on hosting and go down to WordPress site blog and click on that. Once you're there, you're going to be in the WordPress site blog page where they're going to try to advertise and sell you their services with the killer deal of $1 a month. And you can't really beat $1 per month. So one thing you want to do is scroll all the way down the page. You're going to see the thing that says all plans include. This kind of is a short description of what the plans actually include. And actually, if you're using this plan, the $1 a month WordPress hosting, it's managed hosting, so you get a couple great options that they offer in here, which is the free domain with an annual purchase. So that's, with $1 a month for 12 months, it's $12 a year. That you want to go for that. Thousands of themes and plugins. These are all free themes and plugins for the most part that they include. It's all part of the open source network that the community puts in there. The community adds in themes and plugins and updates all that quite often, actually. And also one-click migration tool. This is if you already had a website. Going down to nightly backups. Nightly backups is great because if you're just getting started with WordPress or website design in general, you have the likelihood of screwing things up. And that's including deleting things that you shouldn't delete, and changing any kind of files that are within WordPress. So the nightly backups make sure if you screw things up, you can actually revert back to the backup from the night before, which can save your butt. Saved me many times. And also redundant firewalls, malware scanning, and DDoS protection. This also, I can admit that I've, maybe not with Godaddy, but have seen my sites hacked before because something wasn't up to date, or some kind of security measure wasn't put in place on the website, and I had my website defaced, defamed. I've been hacked by Russian hackers before. That's very common. So this protection will protect you from getting your site hacked. I mean, not 100%, but very close. As well as the DDoS protection, which is the distributed denial of service protection. That's if somebody goes and maliciously tries to send tons of requests to your website all at once to crash your server, or if your site becomes suddenly popular, say you post it on Reddit and the Reddit crowd goes over there and blows up your website, the DDoS protection will protect your site from getting crippled from the amount of traffic going there, and will keep your site running, as they say, 99.9%. Also, with the automatic WordPress core updates, this is very important as well. This protects your site by updating it when the newest updates come out. Most of the updates for WordPress come out for security patches that are patching holes in the software that hackers find and prevents them from getting your website and, let's say, defacing it or defaming it. So these are the main things, and also, as you see, 99.9% uptime guaranteed. I've only had my GoDaddy websites down a few times. It's usually when Anonymous tries to come in and jack things up and take down all the GoDaddy servers. Typically, you don't have to worry about that. Also, with the money-back guarantee, it says enough right there. If the site and the software and the server you don't like, everything sucks, and you just can't get a hang of it, or you just find it slow or something weird, they are pretty good at giving your money back. So no issues there. And also, with everything you create on GoDaddy, they'll give you free advertising credit for Google AdWords, Bing AdWords, Facebook advertising, and some other service I'm not too familiar with. This is pretty much free money towards advertising campaign to bring more traffic to your website. The more traffic to your website, the faster you'll grow on Google in most parts. The more traffic you get, the higher you'll rank, depending on what kind of content you have on your website as well. That's all in regards to SEO practices. So yeah, that's pretty much what we need to worry on. So from there, we're just going to go over here to add to cart and move on. So from this page, you're going to punch in your domain that you're looking at purchasing with the hosting. For example, we're going to do SeanRyan.org, which theoretically we're going to be using this SeanRyan.co, but I've already purchased it. And you're going to hit go from there. If you don't, say you already have a domain and you don't want to deal with this and you want to just link those two together, I'll have to show you how to do that in another video. But for now, just go to go right here, and it says my domain's available, and we're going to hit add and continue. So now you're in the review your current order page. This page is going to like the shopping cart. It'll show you multiple items that you have. Right now we just have the starter managed WordPress item. The term 12 months, it's $1 per month, and that's going to equal out to $12 for the whole year, which is saving you $63.48. And also the domain, which is included with this package, usually, as stated here, $17.99. They're going to give this to you for free. And it all equals out to about $12.18, total savings of $81. So that's pretty good for a full year. You got your domain covered and your hosting covered for $12. So I mean, I couldn't tell you another website that could offer all that for the same price. So for this, you're just going to go to proceed to checkout. You're going to check out. You're going to put in your billing information and move on. So now, once you've purchased your hosting and your domain, you're going to be brought to your My Account page. If you haven't got there yet, just go to Godaddy.com, and at the very top you go to My Account, log in, and you'll get to your My Account back panel. This will display all the items that you currently have, like domains, web hosting, if you have email, anything like that is going to show on here. The only thing we're going to focus on right now is the web hosting package. You're going to go right here, and you're going to hit launch. And from launch, it's going to take you into your next backend, which is kind of like your entry to cPanel. cPanel is a backend hosting kind of software that runs on the server. It lets you manage most of your website. We're going to get into that right now. We're going to go here to manage, the green button, take you right into the cPanel. Once you're in cPanel, this is kind of what it looks like. It lets you know the stats of your server, how it's running. It's going to give you everything from web applications, which is what we're going to use for installing WordPress, But you can install multiple other applications like Joomla, Drupal, PHP, Don't worry about that for now. You can manage your domains. You manage your files, for backups, your file manager, creating FTP accounts, your database, adding emails, and other things that you shouldn't care about right now, since this is kind of a getting started video. So from here, we're going to go to Web Applications, and we're going to go to WordPress. Click on that. That's going to take us to the Installatron installer. This platform is built into the cPanel, and what it does is it allows you to do a 1 or 2 click installation of the software that you choose, which we're going to choose WordPress. This page gives you kind of a quick example of what WordPress is, and some examples, what the version it is. Don't worry about a lot of this right now. It's all you really have to worry about right now is just clicking on this, install this application. So we're going to move on to that. Install this application, click on that button. And from there, we're going to get to the install page. Going down, we're going to have to click the domain. I have a bunch of domains on this account, so I'm going to scroll down to the SeanRyan.co, which is theoretically the one we're going to be doing. And we're going to come down to here, to this directory optional area. And this area is for if you wanted, for example, SeanRyan.com/blog to be your website, which I find this useless unless you're going to have some kind of special use case for this. We just want to go to SeanRyan.co, and that will take us right to our website. So we're just going to delete this. I highly recommend that. Otherwise, you're going to have to go to your domain / whatever. For my example, it would be SeanRyan.co/blog, but we're going to clear that out for now. We're going to scroll down to where we get to the version section. We're going to leave all this clicked on, and we're going to version, the current version, which is 3.9.1. Language, English. Unless you speak another language, I would just keep it to English. Leave all this selected. And we're going to go all the way down to settings, where we're going to choose our administrator username, administrator password, administrator email. And this is where you're going to set your own username, your own password, and put in your email that you currently use on a day-to-day basis. And this is information you don't want to forget. It automatically generates the username and password, and it uses some crazy numbers and letters with uppercase, lowercase. This is all for security purposes. If you use a password manager like LastPass, like I'd recommend, you could save it right in there, or you could just change these to something you'll remember. I will still advise at least for your password, use uppercase, lowercase, and numbers, and if you can, use symbols. That's just my personal security preferences. And for the administrator username, use a username that you won't forget, but do not use admin, because that has some flaws and can be hacked. And using a custom username, like for our example, we'll use Sean.Ryan. That'd be ideal, or Sean Ryan and a bunch of numbers. So we'll put that in. You put all that information in, and then you'll go down to your website title. This will be the title of your website. If let's say I was going to call it Sean Ryan's blog or Sean Ryan's freelance journal, this is where you put this in. This could be changed later, but it's a good idea to just throw it in now. I'm just going to put in Sean Ryan blog, and then going down to the tagline. This is kind of like your tagline for your business. Sean Ryan's blog. Tagline would be, "My blog's better than yours," something like that. But you could leave this blank. You fill this out with whatever you want, and don't forget you can change all this after this installation is complete. So moving on to the next step, we're going to go down to enable multi-site. You're going to leave this set to no. That's something more advanced. Limit login attempts. I would recommend leaving on the yes, limit failed login attempts to increase security. This is if a hacker goes to your website and tries guessing a bunch of login information, like admin, and putting in some BS password. Just click this on yes, and then ignore the rest and go to install. Click on install, and we'll move on to the next step.